Hello, hello, hello. Y'all just decided to go live at the last minute spontaneously like I always do sometime. Didn't plan this at all. I just thought I'd come on here and go live for a few minutes. So if you haven't been here to my TikTok live before, I'm an author of 3 nonfiction books. I describe them as a autobiography, self-help book that helps you to kind of check out of whatever you're going through in life at this time and check into dealing with life from a positive perspective. My 3 nonfiction books bring you back to gratitude. They have you thinking about connections that you've made and where you're going in life and where you've been. And it's going to help you to appreciate life as a journey. So my first book, I'm just going to talk quick about. It's an autobiography, all the things that nobody told me, finding the extraordinary in my journey. This was my first book that I self-published. I'm very proud of it. I've made some changes to the cover, just kind of spruced it up a little bit. But this book is basically talking about the journey of my life and how I've dealt with the different aspects of it from the different stages in life. And I look through life with the positive lens, so I always see that that helps make a big difference when you enhance a positive perspective on the struggles that you're going through. So if you're one that likes an autobiography, a true story, this one is for you. The second book that I wrote, also a nonfiction autobiography, is really a continuation of life perspectives, struggles, things dealing with the economy, the healthcare system, dealing with a family member who had cancer. But in here, it's just really describing how I got through it by thinking more positively and just really researching things on my own to like bring life to more of a positive perspective. So if you like nonfiction, if you like true stories, if you like encouragement, if you like inspiration, if you like connection, this is a book for you. You can get paperback copies of any of the books that I'm talking about on Amazon.com, or you can get digital downloads at my website, PleasantInvestments.com. And if you hear the music in the background, this music is being played is by G Strings. Now I'm going to talk about my son's 2 books. I'm all proud of him. My son's first book is The Battle of Electro Boy versus Fireboy. This one's also available on PleasantInvestments.com via download, where all of our downloads are always $5. If you prefer to have a paperback copy, you can get this at Amazon.com. Again, this is my son's first book. He wrote it when he was 9. We published it when he was 11, and he did a part 2 to it. This is the part 2, Electro Boy and Fireboy Meet Again. He wrote this, I think he was 14. He finished this last year, and we published part 2 to the second part of his book, Electro Boy and Fireboy Meet Again. Again, you can get this for your son, your daughter, yourself to read to your son or daughter, or even if you're a grandparent and you want to read to your grandchildren. These books are really fun and easy to read. They're available via digitally on our website, PleasantInvestments.com. If you're a person that likes a paperback, you can get this on Amazon. Big shout out to my son. I'm real proud of him. 2 books. And he just turned 15. The third book that I'm going to talk about is Life Coach in a Book, Your Guide to Self-Publishing. I wrote this book after I was doing a lot of different vendor events, and people were always interested in asking me, well, how'd I get started writing? So I made a journal where you can actually journal as you are writing day by day, and I'm giving you really step-by-step instructions on what you need to do as a self-published author to be published. So this book is going to be very informative. If you have a book in your head and you're trying to figure out, well, where do I go from here? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Then this book is very informative if you're thinking on self-publishing yourself. Again, this book is available on Amazon.com as well as on my website in PDF form. And it's PleasantInvestments.com. And if you see like a little bit of a theme, you will. I like purple. So I put a little splash of purple in both of these 2 books. So at this time, I want to take some self-publishing questions. I wanted to see if anybody had any questions about self-publishing before I go into reading a chapter out of my second book. Anybody have any self-publishing questions? Well, I just wanted to say to everyone who is an author, congratulations, big ups to you. Like, writing is one thing, but publishing it and seeing your writing become a reality, that's something totally different. It's really gratifying. So if you are thinking about writing and you haven't done it yet, just start by writing down a couple of sentences a day. Those sentences will turn into paragraphs, and those paragraphs will turn into a book. So big ups to people who are writing. Hi, Juliet. Oh, before I read a little bit out of my second book, I wanted to introduce my fourth book. It's not published yet, but I'm writing a fourth book, and it's my first fiction. So I've titled it The Neighborhood. So I'm just going to read a little bit of the blurb of that I'm working on for The Neighborhood. This rich woven tapestry, The Neighborhood, brings the struggles and triumphs of each character to the forefront as they go about their lives and learn what it means to be part of a community. Will they prove to be just a collection of houses on a street, or the soul and connection of a group of people feeling for one another, enjoying laughter and joy? Who will prove to be just another person on the street? The slightly weird, slightly pushy HOA president with a heartbreaking past, or the OG of the street? Will anyone be able to hold the neighborhood together? Find out firsthand who will be the troublemakers and who will be the peacekeepers. Does it pay to be standoffish, or to keep to your own secrets and not rock the boat? You will find out which characters seem to have it all: a comfortable lifestyle, a successful career, a nice car, but are really struggling behind closed doors. So that's just a little blurb. I had fun with my first fiction. I just completed it. It's in the second round of editing. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Bailey. But The Neighborhood, I'm really excited because it's my first fiction. And like I said, it's in the second round of editing. So I'm really excited about releasing that later this year. Hi, Karen. Hi, Pamela. If you're just joining, I'm just going over a few books that I've published. The first 3 are nonfiction. Paperback are available on Amazon. I appreciate your support. And digital downloads are available on pleasantinvestments.com. So I'm going to read chapter 13 out of Why Should You Care? We've got music by G Strings playing in the background. So if you're a nonfiction person, you'll enjoy. Life is but a dream. Some of my dreams are so vivid that I actually wake up screaming. I'm falling from such a high altitude that even once I've awakened, it feels like I'm still falling. Or I'm being attacked by a swarm of bumblebees, so I wake up twitching and swatting at the air in front of me. Once I can stop my legs or arms from moving, I have to work on slowing down my heart rate. Some of my nightmares are so devastating that I often wake up in tears from the realistic feeling it leaves because of the possibility of the nightmares actually happening. I also have had really good dreams that overtake me during sleep at night that I don't want to wake up from. During those moments, I try to will myself back to sleep to enjoy a few more minutes of the beautiful haze, especially ones like how millions of dollars would change my life. There have been many people who have been credited with telling people's dreams and their nightmares what they mean. One of the most famous was Daniel to King Nebuchadnezzar. I can't help but wonder if mine are premonitions or fantasy. I've heard people say that eating certain foods before bedtime may cause some dreams to be more vivid than others. I've heard it said that tryptophan is produced by a certain vitamin that trips serotonin levels in your body, which contributes to those vivid dreams. Could some spiritual power be trying to get my attention at times to open my awareness to guide me toward or away from danger? The truth is, I don't know. On occasion, I know I have watched too many science fiction movies that day, which gives my brain ideas as I lay down at night. Other times I lay in bed and my mind just takes off so fast in so many different directions, giving me so many ideas that I need to get up and write them down. My dreams could be more than just extended thoughts and imaginationings too. I dream of achieving goals, achieving the lives, enhancing the lives of others, and visiting many places I haven't seen. The best things about those dreams is seeing them fulfilled when I'm awake by the choices I've made in life. If you're just joining me, I'm reading out of Why Should You Care? Real life encouragement from real life experiences. It's been exciting when those dreams aren't achieved yet because I know I have something to look forward to. On other nights, my dreams are just dreams, completely fictional in nature, and boy, can they be outlandishly creative. Sometimes I dream of what I have when I'm vividly reliving my past, and that surprises me. When I wake up, I think to myself that maybe I haven't quite let the past completely go, hence the reoccurrences, reharboring my peaceful night's sleep. Those dreams of my past experiences with people I know cause me to remember my life's few regrets. I find myself waking up wishing I had changed how I acted or reacted to a past challenge or experience. I try in those cases to make a mental note and go back to sleep. Sometimes my mind makes challenges up and plays them out in my dreams in ways that I think I should act or react if faced with a specific challenge. Is there something I still need to learn from my short history here? Is there something I still need to say or do? Learning for me, I hope, will never end. I feel there are tasks still for me to complete, but isn't life indeed a dream? We all have a short time being here on earth to thrive, live, connect, love, soar, learn, and so much more. There are other days when I feel like I'm walking around in a dreamlike haze. I'm going through the motions of tasks and details I need to complete without feeling in touch with myself at all. I'm getting out of bed, driving to work, and returning home, only to feel as though I didn't feel anything all day. I don't always have time to think about how I feel, because if I do, then I cannot focus on what needs to be accomplished. In my own way, I sometimes allow the fogginess to be a distraction. In that seemingly short time, I don't have the patience to deal with the real reason I'm in that daze. In those moments, I've realized it's because I'm doing what I think I have to do, not what I actually want to do. I know I need to listen to my feelings, process them, and pay attention to what my mind and body are telling me. Lately, my thoughts and dreams are focused toward living in a life in abundance, coupled with all the skills and knowledge I have gained. I want to ensure that I attract the abundance that I want. I want to speak positively about my life and my future dreams. I will no longer allow negative thoughts to fester. I will be aware that they pop up so that I don't give attention to them very much at all. I remind myself that thoughts, feelings, and emotions need to be dealt with. Only I know that I have always had my way of dealing with my emotions, and it can be different from others. I don't let people see what I'm feeling, what I dream of accomplish, or much else of my goals. I feel at times I can't let everyone in on what I'm dreaming because they may not bring good vibes. In a way, I think if I say them out loud, then I will have to follow through on what I've said. Other times when I say them loud, I believe I'm willing to make them come into existence. On other days, I'm not dreaming at all. I've learned to appreciate the nights that I wake up and can't remember dreaming about anything. I think those nights my mind actually gets the most rest. But these are just a few fleeting moments. I wonder if some people dream more than others. I wonder what it says about a person who does or doesn't dream. But I know I've dreamed of finishing this second manuscript, and here I am toward the end of my second book. Hopefully you've made it here with me. When I sit and daydream about love, hate, or other things, I hope I dream more of love and my talents and how I will use them more often. I find that when I'm doing the things that I love and I want to do, everything else just falls into place. When I dream of a more perfect system, I dream of all of the ways our laws could be rewritten and our leaders being invested in a moral high ground. When I dream about the possibility of another pandemic in my lifetime, I don't let the fear of what I've experienced stop me from progressing forward. But you will never hear me say that I'm not afraid. The truth is, at times, I'm scared to death that I'm running in the opposite direction I'm supposed to be going. I'm nervous that I'm making important decisions too hastily or too slowly. I'm not always clear if the decision I made was a good one or not. That's where I have to believe the fear itself is just temporary. It only exists until I conquer it. When I do, those fears turn into testimonies. So next time when someone tells me, shh, don't say that, don't dream that, I'll respond with, not you again. I've had that phone call before. I must be dreaming because I've seen this play out before. Expressing my thoughts through words have been so much more gratifying than I originally dreamed it would be. When I think about which thoughts and ideas I was exposed to growing up were the most important, I come to a quick conclusion. There were very many. Religion, good financial and eating habits, following the rules, developing into a good citizen, positive representation of myself and my family, all these were among the top. My parents never insisted that I make straight A's in school, take advanced math or science, or go to college, get a high-paying job, or experience other countries. But they taught me lessons I cannot forget. My father continues to teach me to really see what is going on in our world today and how to be a part of the truth. My mother left me with a heart of service and love for everyone and everything. They both instilled in me to be the person who did the things I said I would do. I'm not even sure if they knew. The wisdom and enlightenment I received from my parents mostly came from me watching them live. I can only dream that this reality right now will cement my purpose because I'm doing the very thing I want to be doing. I want to continue so much more because the paths that I've taken so far have brought me here. I've learned to be grateful for what I have instead of what I don't. I'm thankful for those who support me instead of bad-mouthing those who don't. I appreciate today instead of thinking about what happened or didn't happen yesterday. I look forward to tomorrow, no matter what life brings. A new day may just be the brink of something new and wonderful happening. So I do my best to love now, laugh now, pray now, and live now, because there will never be another opportunity like the present one. I found that the key to experiencing life is just to live it. Life tends to pave the ways for those who start today instead of planning for tomorrow. Go ahead and start living to the fullest today so you won't have to look back and ask, was this all just a dream? That was a reading out of my book, Why Should You Care? Real life encouragement from real life experiences. So if you enjoyed that brief reading, feel free to support me at pleasantinvestments.com for a digital download, or you can go to amazon.com for a paperback. Hi, Karina. If you're just joining, I just read a little sample out of my second nonfiction. Why Should You Care? And I was just saying that digital downloads are always available at pleasantinvestments.com for $5. Paperbacks are available at amazon.com. So thank you for joining me, those who have joined. I hope you will support me either on my website or on amazon.com. If you have any questions, or if you have any insight, or if you have any comments, you can also message me through my website at pleasantinvestments.com. So I was just jumping on here for a quick second. It was just spontaneous. I just wanted to come on and just encourage all the authors out there who are writing and are looking to sell more books to stay encouraged, keep persevering, keep doing what you're doing. It'll all happen for you as long as you keep the faith, stay positive. I was just talking about the fact that I've self-published 3 books. This is the first one. This is the third one. And I read out of my second one. And I'm really excited about the 4th manuscript I just finished. It's my first fictional manuscript. So I'm really excited about that. That second one was the one I read out of today, Why Should You Care? And the 4th one hopefully will be coming out later this year. So hopefully you'll go to my website, pleasantinvestments.com. Support, even if you don't like to read. There's a link on there where you can donate and I'll give a book away. If you have any messages for me, if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me through my website, pleasantinvestments.com. All right, I'm going to get up off of here. I'm probably going to keep on writing. So everybody have a good night. Bye.